Alright, so in the previous videos I showed you how to designate main lead sources and then how to take these other lead sources and put them under a main lead source so they'll get reassigned. That basically cleans up your lead source reporting. I also showed you how to bulk assign categories, and now I want to show you how to bulk delete lead sources. So if I look at all my lead sources that have contacts, so I'm going to do with contacts, I only have 54 lead sources that actually have contacts assigned to them. If I do no contacts, I have 369 lead sources, a whole bunch of them that don't have any contacts assigned here. Now to make sure that these numbers are accurate, I'm going to go ahead and refresh my contacts and lead sources just so I know that I'm looking at accurate data when it comes to this lead source organizer. If I want to see how many lead sources do not have any contacts and are also ungrouped, because some of these, maybe you grouped them under a main lead source, so they're grouped. You don't really want to delete those because they're just going to get recreated, but maybe you want to look at the ones that are actually ungrouped. They're not under a main lead source and they don't have any contacts. These are kind of like your trash lead sources, or the ones you just haven't categorized yet, right? So here's a bunch of lead sources that were created from the Infusionsoft tracking code, and I just want to delete these. I'm just sick of looking at them, and I'm just going to delete a handful of these, okay? So I'm going to do that. I'm going to select those, and down here I'm going to download a lead source bulk delete URL. So I'm going to download this. I'm going to download that. I'm going to open up this text file that was created, and what this created was a bunch of URLs to actually delete the lead source. So I'm going to show you how to do this really quickly. I'm going to make sure that I'm logged into my Infusionsoft account, because you have to be logged in for this to work. I'm going to go to openallurls.com. I'm going to paste all those URLs in here. You can only do 250 at a time when using this tool. And I got 25 here. I'm going to go ahead and open all these at once. So it opened up all these tabs. And right now, after all these are finished loading, it's basically deleting. All these tabs are just deleting whatever URL that it opened, right? So at this point, I'm just going to wait for these to finish loading. And inside the eye tracker site, I have 423 lead sources here. If I refresh my lead sources, so I'm going to get all the updated lead sources from Infusionsoft, and it looks like all these tabs are finished loading. If I do refresh right now, I now only have 398 lead sources. So 25 of them got deleted because I deleted them through that, downloaded the bulk URL list, and then I opened them in that other browser window, and this basically deleted all of them. So, or the 25 that I wanted to delete, right? So anyways, that's how you bulk delete lead sources quickly. If there was an option to delete through the API, I would do it, but you cannot delete a lead source through the API. And there's also not an option to delete lead sources through the Infusionsoft interface in bulk. So this is kind of a workaround to delete them, and that's probably the best solution you're going to find as far as deleting a lot of lead sources at once. Now, I will tell you that you cannot delete a lead source if they have contacts assigned to them. So they have to have 0 contacts assigned to the lead source. Once you have 0, then you can actually delete the lead source. If you have people assigned to it, it's not going to work. So make sure you remove all the people from those lead sources. That way you can actually delete them.